Welcome back in, everybody. So as mentioned before, when I did the passenger floorboard support brackets, I'm going to install some Thrashin Supply Company rear boards, front boards, brake pedal, shorty, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to cover kind of how we do that. Got the box coming in. You got the rear floorboards here. Nice little metal thing here. You can stick them on, put them in there. Comes with mounting brackets. It goes on there. 4 screws. These little insert screws, which I'm not really sure what they're for because surprisingly this didn't come with instructions. Kind of odd. But also when you go to the website, their instruction page says page not found. So not sure what's going on there, but we'll figure it out. And doesn't seem to be that hard to get these parts on. You're going to need, for me, 1/4 inch drive, an extension possibly, and a 3/16 hex bit to get these bolts in, and of course your Loctite, and then you've got the retention pins that will slide in the sides, and then of course we have the spring and the ball bearing for snapping them in place. So once we get going with that, I'll readjust the camera and get it going. See you in a minute. All right, got the camera repositioned. You can see I've got the retainer pins, the spring, little ball that goes in here for this. I've got my screws already with Harley's Best Friend Loctite all enabled. You've got the mounting bracket for the bottom of the board. These are right and left specific, so you want to make sure you don't put it on the wrong way because then you'll just look silly. So that goes there. These, however, are not specific for left or right because the way they go in, you've got the rounded side, you've got this here. They slide down in between here so that when it pivots, it goes on the rounded side for the roller. And then that little ball bearing is put in there with that spring that pushes up there and holds it in place. So we're going to mount the board to the bracket here and get that going. Make sure that I've got the right side because that's the one I'm working on. And just to check again, this is how it's going to go. So it's going to roll like that. So I'm going to come off of there like that, flip it over, and we can mount it in. So I'll get those started. Let's get it snugged while I get both of them in there. Okay, make sure they're good. And we'll tighten them down. Good and snug, so the Loctite helps. All right, so now you've got it mounted to your board. Goes in and rocks. So this will fit down in here like this, and then as you roll it out, it'll drop in and out, right? So before we can have that, we have to take this little retention spring, pop that down inside of there, and a little roller ball, set that on there like that. And as you set this thing down, I like to do it this way. I found to be more successful. So push it down, making sure you don't dislodge this. Get your pin started in there and just push it down right to the edge. And then the same thing on the other side. Just kind of push it down and play with it to get it to align. And that goes in. Now it's on. So when this rolls over, it holds it nice and firm. No rattling. That little ball is in there keeping it up. And then stows in the upward position just like that. And pretty much that's all there is for this. Now I didn't have other boards on here because this is the Road Glide ST, so it didn't come with those, which is why I mounted it. But if you had the passenger footboards already on it, then you would pop the top off to get access to those pins to take these off and just put it right back on there. Being careful not to lose this spring and especially this little ball, because that'll drive you nuts. So pretty simple there, good to go, right? So we'll stow it in the up position, and then I'll move the camera over to the other side and we'll do that one real quick. All right, here we're on the other side. So this is really just basically a repeat. So just for safe measure, make sure you got this aimed the right way. And then of course, that you've got the right board for the right side, which obviously I do because I just put the other one on the other side. So we will set this in here. Put that down like that. I know it goes like this. Flip it over. Put it down on this little pad that I got right here. And get my bolts in place with Harley's best friend. Little Loctite. All right, take our little retention spring. Our little need to be there ball bearing for positioning. And same thing with these pins. Pop that in there like so. Compress it a little bit. Get one side started right up to the edge. And then the other side started. Just like that. A little pressure. There. Now, some people have noticed that I have a screwdriver here. Why? In case I mess up, I can just push these through, pop one side through, pop the other side through, and take them back out, but pretty easy. Down it goes and locks. Nice and secure. Good to go right there. Easy peasy. One thing I like about these, aircraft grade aluminum, companies USA, made in Los Angeles area. Very great products. Everything that I've seen from them has been pretty cool. And being a US veteran, like I stated before, I'm very loyal to US based companies because we should support the folks here at home. So very glad to have these on there. Look forward to seeing how they do. Obviously, I'm not going to ride on these. I'll do the ones in the front for me, but pretty happy with all of it. Pretty simple install. So next one will be doing the front boards, and I'm going to add their shift lever and their adjustable brake pedal and Thrashin pad on that side. So see you then. Appreciate it.